chat. I had to leave after those first few games, man. I didn't want to get blacklisted from the arena because I wasn't gonna let up, and I wasn't about to let them beat me.
That's the
So
hard thing about Smash, right? Like you can't half-ass Smash, bro.
I can't. It's not in my bloodline. I can't do my family like that.
Like, speaking of family, like sometimes I'll play against people I love, like, oh, the game is too loud. Like my girlfriend, and I don't, and she'll be like, let's try 1v1, and then we just end up fighting.
Nah, it's trash talking is all part of the experience. Even with the people I love most, that's when it gets the worst. That's when it gets the most toxic.
Yeah, the trash talking came out a little bit last night. I know you were being mad respectful, but I could taste it. Like I could sense it. I could tell you were holding back. Like,
Nah, it gets bad. When I get angry, it's like when I play with my cousins, they'll start talking, and then it'll get personal, and then I'll just get angry, and then I don't know, it gets serious sometimes, but nah,
bro,
it was still fun as fuck.
I can't even tell you how much I blushed last night. Like
Yo,
when you came
yo,
through, like I'm gonna tell you
Benny.
right now, like you were so sincere, and like your chat was probably confused AF if they didn't grow up watching YouTube like that. But they were probably like, why is Abreezy like, going hard at this dude? Because to be honest, like my expectation even coming into Twitch is like I gotta set a new precedent. I can't expect people to, just have that same nostalgic love and affection for that, so I kind of come in with a new personality trying to like, be on that new, but you kind of wound back the clock. You were super nostalgic last night, and you were giving mad love for, a place and time in my life that has a lot of meaning for me, but is obviously part of my past, right?
Yeah, dude. I mean, part of your past or not, man. That's a serious. I don't know, man. That was a serious part of my past too, and it's like, and for YouTube, like all in all, and it's like, yeah, the chat might not get that because the demographic might not be the same, but I still think they should. I still think people shouldn't forget about that old style, like the old style of craft that people would put out, because that was the most sincere, that was the most genuine. Back then when it wasn't all kind of convoluted with clout, money, numbers.
That was the
all
thing,
that
is
kind
like,
stuff.
at the time, the crew that we had, we weren't getting paid. I remember I was the youngest YouTube partner on their roster. Like I just turned 18, and I had a friend named Happy Slip. She was like, yo, YouTube's paying people now. They just like, I'm like one of the first 5 people they're gonna pay. And they were asking, and they asked her like who should join the partnership, and she vouched for me hella hard. So you used to be like, okay. And they added me, and I was 18, and it was obviously became life changing, but I never made YouTube to be famous or to get monies, but it just became a thing, and then it became this delicate balance of like being sincere, and that's why I did Jumba Fun. Was like, yo, I really just like making content. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
the fame and the money are just is just a way for acknowledgement, for the work that's done. But it's really the work that you gotta love. And with this Switch thing, man, what do you think? Do you think the process, like streaming, because I know you're so engaged with your audience, like you talk to them almost as if they're in your room, like that can be. And we got to talk about this off stream. Like I don't want.
Yeah, no, we could definitely delve into it off stream, but yeah, man. I mean, with me, real quick, just to touch base with what you just said, in terms of like that balance and like how you loved your craft, dude. That's why, like, you don't get it, man. Like, that's why I was so invested in your craft in Jumba Fund, and I think her name was Happy Slip. Dude, I remember when you showed up and started dancing out of nowhere, and I was like, whoa, this guy can move. Like, out of nowhere.
Bro, you telling me you dance too?
I mean, shoot, they call me Muhammad Jabberwocky.
Muhammad Jabberwocky, bro. Oh man, I love the Jabberwockies, dude.
Dude, they're so tough, man. The way they move is just crazy.
Bro, I would just straight up send all my friends, like Kevin, like there was this KB, like his solo dance videos, like I would watch their solos And then when they came together, it was like Power Rangers, bro. Like,
Dude, I've been like obsessed with like that's just been like a low key hobby of mine. Not hobby, but dude, I'm really I fuck with dancing a lot. Like periodic.
the progression of YouTube, real talk, was like lip sync videos, dancing, and then vlogging, and then like
100%. Yeah.
then like makeup and hobbies, and then gaming. And then gaming became big like 2011, 2012. But like the progression, dancing was huge. Like sea walking, bro. I wouldn't be doing YouTube if I didn't love dancing. Like my first video was me dancing.
Yeah, in the backyard dancing. Yeah,
for sure.
Years
Like
ago. Come
that
on,
took
bro.
me out of my shell. Like vlogging was something people weren't really. It was kind of foreign and kind of weird. But then dancing was just like, oh shit, like so vulnerable, but like putting it up there and like putting good music and editing it. I like to edit, so I like making content. But bro, I'm so happy to hear you like to dance, because that's like its own language, man.
I mean, yeah, no, I love dancing. I'm not, the best dancer, but that's the thing. Going back to what you said about making content, it's like, I don't know if I've just been in my head about this whole thing, but I really I fell in love with YouTube, with the OGs. I say it all the time on my Twitch. You, Chester C, Ryan Higa, like all you guys, like Wong Fu. You guys were just like the straight OGs, and that made me want to start YouTube. And like your craft is what kind of intrigued me. But now that it's derived so far from that, I've just been questioning myself. Is it really still what I want to be doing? Like, is it really still? I still love creating. I still love, putting a smile on people's faces and making people laugh. That's one thing I know for sure about myself. But I don't know if YouTube might be the specific sect that I want to dive into and get my hands dirty with anymore.
I think YouTube is like college, right? Like college doesn't give you the answers. Like college doesn't tell you, like, people think maybe you go to college and afterwards you get a job and things like become simple.
Oh no, I dropped out. No, I don't believe
right,
that.
I'm just making the metaphor. I dropped out of college too. I finally finished like a couple of years ago, but it's like YouTube is the platform. It's just like the venue, but like you still have to like enjoy something. You can't just, the YouTuber term in like 5 years is gonna make people cringe. I think that's my theory, right? So like you have to be like, okay, you're a YouTuber, but using YouTube for whatever passion you have is, I think, the play. And that's what I kind of like. When people ask me about doing YouTube, I'm like, what do you like to do? That's the focus. Because if you just talk about YouTube, it's going to be about views. It's going to be about clout. It's going to be about ad revenue. It's going to be about monies. Then it's like, then that's not really a skill. That's not really like.
No, that's not a talent. That's not a talent.
That's not a talent that you're cultivating, right?
Yeah.
It's just, how can I expose myself? And then you're constantly thinking about, that, which is like not that fun. So, I mean, like I said, I'll just be like, in broad terms, like I used to mess with YouTube heavy. Like I was on YouTube watching I was subscribed to all these people, right? Like, I was a fan of Happy Sleep before we were friends. I saw a David Choi video talking about the YouTube love song before I met him, and so like it just so happened we became friends. But like I was fans of these people that were on YouTube making content, and I was on YouTube all the time watching content. And like, I loved watching bloggers, but I think the format has changed, right? There's just so many vloggers, and it's not as fresh or interesting unless someone like comes in with a different format, right, or method. But yeah, I'm just not on YouTube as much, like watching certain types of content. But needless to say, like I do go there for like informative videos. So I think like maybe I'm older now and my taste has changed. But my question to you is like, do you still have that same passion? Do you still watch a lot of vloggers on YouTube? Is that the type of format that maybe it's the format that is not as interesting, or what is it? Where do you spend a lot of your time?
Dude, that's the
content?
thing. I'm stuck in like, I think something's genuinely like wrong with me. Like, bro, it's like on YouTube, I used to, fangirl over a lot of people. I used to watch a lot of people. Shit, my roommate now is someone that I also looked up to when I was younger, and that I was a huge like fanatic of. But it's like when I go on YouTube now, I only watch older videos. Like I'll only watch videos I've seen before, older clips, older scenes of the old school days. I don't watch. If you ask me who I watch now, I don't watch anyone, new. I don't watch anyone that's putting out new content. It's always either, I kid you not, it's like old school videos that either my roommate put out, you put out. Just like on stream, I was just watching that the fucking Harlem Globetrotters video. And it's like, even if I watch a movie or something like that, I'll just watch an older movie. I won't watch anything new anymore. And it's like, it's weird. I don't know why.
I don't think so. Even when it comes to gaming, like I get asked to play like Valorant or League. I tend to play older games that I think like are more timeless, that have like carry that weight to it, that like I can like reflect on and just kind of pick back up. That like even 5 years from now, I'll still be happy that I picked it up. Like it is kind of unique that you watch old videos. I do think that's unique because that's not something I have heard of, but I also think it's really interesting, and I think it does mean you're like, what made you start doing that? Like,
I don't know. It's like there's literally only, I can count how many videos of people I rewatch on one hand. I'll literally just search up older videos and just rewatch them, and that's really it. Like Netflix shows, Netflix movies, I'll just rewatch shit I've seen. I won't watch anything new anymore.
That's so interesting.
It's like, it's weird. I don't know how to break out of this bubble. Like I'm in like my own like kind of opposite progressive bubble that I can't break out of. I am though. I mean, I did create something new for the first time in like years. I just created a new idea for a show though that I'm working on with my roommate. He's helping me out a little bit with it, and I'm really excited. I'd love to actually break it down for you. I don't want to, break it down on stream because I want it to be a surprise. But if you do got the chance, or do got the time, I'd love to break it down for you and see what you think of it. Because I'd love to get your input on it. But yeah.
Yeah, no. When we're off stream, you can help. You can talk to me about it, and I can give you some input. Like I have some experience in that, in that format, like TV or more traditional formats. And I'm just trying to think about like, what got you into rewatching this quote unquote nostalgic content. I think in general, I think people, as we get older, we kind of look back at that certain parts of our life, and there's like a sort of innocence, or this like childlike innocence for it, and this like yearning for that. And so nostalgia is like, people are gravitating towards nostalgic, content, gaming, movies. And there's entire communities built on like nostalgic content, right? Like I play a 15-year-old game called World of Warcraft, and I like watch specific people that like just like glorify that game, even though it's like so old. And so like, even though you're in that like quote unquote like bubble or whatever, there's tons of people like that probably share that same nostalgia for like old YouTube or old movies or whatever films or TV shows that you're watching right now or binging that you've already seen multiple times. That just means you're probably rewatching them, because they're really good. They're like, they carry, they aged well. And then to be able to rewatch it and then have a better or deeper understanding of it actually has a lot of value.
I mean, literally, it's like it's as simple as turning up like just an old YouTube video just because I miss that craft, I miss what it was, and it's just like I absolutely hate what it is now. I absolutely despise of it, and it's like your old videos and whatever are what I based my videos on, and it's like yeah, YouTube is what you make it, and you know, you got to do what you want on it, just like college and whatever. But at the same time, it's like there goes an idea where I got to also make a living, and it's like it's also my career. So it's like me doing those videos how I want to. It's just robbing Peter to pay Paul. It's just solving a problem just to cause another one. Because those videos
making
don't
those
do
videos
as well.
how you want to, like the
Yeah.
Can you explain to the chat or myself, like, are you saying you're doing the videos just to like be there? Wait, can you explain that one more time?
Yeah, no. I mean, yeah. I mean, watching the old videos is just as simple as like it's just it goes down to the idea that I just miss old YouTube, and what I'm trying to say is basically if I were to do what you're saying and you know make YouTube what I want it to be and kind of add my own spin to things and do what I want, that would just essentially be robbing Peter to pay Paul, because by solving one problem, which is my love for the craft and for YouTube, I would just be causing another one, which is those videos don't do as well, and I won't be able to also focus on living at the same time while doing what I love. I would need to focus on something else. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay, so when I said like making new content and like I'm kind of energetic about making content as well, like I have a certain like there's certain things that I consider like there's certain things that I want to talk about, and then there's certain things that I don't want to talk about, like when it comes to making content, right? The thing I like about Twitch is we're being a little bit more personal, and I think it's great because I think there's a lot of content creators out there, and they look to you, and they're probably amazed that one, you have an audience so that you could do Twitch or do YouTube and people are invested in it, and you can share your passions and beliefs with them. So that's a huge pro, right? So I'm willing to talk about this with you because I think it could help other content creators that might be struggling and trying to find their creative juices. But what I'm saying is like, if you focus it less on the result being like how many fans you have, how much money you make from doing this, and you just purely focus it on like whatever it is you want to do, like if it is like writing a show, right? Or if it is like being the best, you know, like even if you were to like do a one-off video where you're like, yo, I'm gonna try playing Super Smash and go pro against pro players. The fact that you're now de-emphasizing making money and getting more fans allows you to focus on the things that can give you more energy, like getting good at a new skill, or like writing a show and venturing into that route, because writing a TV show, bro, is humbling AF, bro. Like I'm gonna tell you right now, it's going to be humbling. Like there's no more. I have respect from the whole creative process, from like making a movie. You know, there's so many stages to making a movie: editing, shooting, acting, directing. Dude, the people who get the least amount of glory are the writers, but they actually have to create the idea and like put it on paper. Bro, I have the most respect for writers in a television
100%.
or film environment. And so like it is humbling. So if that was something you really wanted to do, and your content could just be about your journey and like sort of like your not showing them too much of the process, but just being invested in it and then checking in and saying like, being detached from the result is what I'm saying. Like,
no, yeah, I feel
being
that 100%.
worried about having more fans and like making more money, because anyone just wants to, they just want to see you happy. They just want to see you doing the things that you want to do. That's the priority, right? And whether you and checking in is going to benefit that if you remind yourself that you're doing it because you care about them, and it's a reciprocation. But what I'm saying is, yeah, you got to prioritize you being happy and doing what you want to do, right?
Mm-hmm. Now that's the thing. Like before, when I started Twitch, I didn't care about the money or care about the numbers because it was just a hobby. But then, you know, fast forward a year or 2 years down the line, that's when it kind of, I made that silver lining between doing what I loved and making a living, because I was fortunate enough to make Twitch my my main source of income. And since then, you know, it's been hard. It's been really hard actually to really maintain that silver lining and to, you know, love what I do while also making a living at the same time, without it, you know, without caving from the pressure.
The pressure being like that you're making your money's off of it. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a obviously that's a tough situation. And if you don't mind, like, I am focused mainly on getting to know you and hearing your process and where you're at. And in the background, since we are on Twitch, I am playing Rocket League, but I just like
Nah, bro, don't even trip. You're good.
Like, I know your stands like posted W's in the chat. I don't know if you have an L emote, but if you have one, like, now might be the time. Maybe an F in the chat.
Nah, you're good. Nah, you're good, bro. Don't trip. Now, like I said, we could definitely chop it up. Whenever. You know where to find me. I don't want to take up too much time on your stream. You know, I want you to do your own thing too.
You do have an L emote, dude. That's insane. I like it. Those are, I know what you're saying though. Like, there is pressure once this becomes a full-time job. What I would say though is, like, Twitch is sort of, you know, similar to YouTube in the sense that I see it, okay, this is just me right now. I see it as a way to, like, hone my talents, right? Yeah, I see it as a way to hone my talents in video production, gaming. And I tell my chat, like, you know, I don't really even, haven't even thought about networking or, like, promoting myself yet, because I'm just really honing my talents as a video producer, maybe even a host, but and also gaming. Like, I really try and emphasize that, like, I want to get competitive games. I want to, like, get to know gamers and be able to interact with them and create a safe place for them to play games. And they've honestly, I'm getting carried by them because they're better than me at a lot of these games, and also they've just been making me motivated to take part in this community. So, but I think having that focus, right? Like,
Yeah.
I'm lucky because I've already experienced what it is to, like, be YouTube famous, and, like, I've been able to, like, have a decent career making videos and stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't have to worry as much about, like, self-promotion, and I don't have to worry about that stuff. And it's a blessing. I think that's the blessing. But even for people who want to get into creating content and doing Twitch or doing YouTube, like, my biggest advice is, like, okay, why are you doing it? What do you like? And if you just say, like, you know, I like, you know, maybe it's like you like being funny, but you have to have a reason you like it. If it's only about, like, oh, okay, because I seen people make money doing it, or, like, I see people, or you're jealous that you feel some type of way because other people are getting clout, bro, that's like, that touches a nerve for me, and I usually, like, understand where that person's coming from.
Yeah.
Because I usually have, like, skepticism around that kind of vibe, right? So that's why I joke about it. But yeah, dude, like, Smash is mainly just, like, potentially a analogy or a metaphor for, like, you getting sweaty and getting greasy and, like, rolling your shirt up and doing something. You know, it could be Smash, it could be writing a TV show, but, like, it's the same sort of essence. That gamer mentality translates.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It really does.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, I'm not gonna lie, like, this talk may have been, like, really confusing or whatever, but it really helped. Like, seriously.
It wasn't confusing, man. I mean, everything you said made sense, and I was just, like, had to have a conversation to really like
Yeah.
understand it better, and you know, I hope the chat doesn't mind us just kind of like vibing out and like, you know, talking about it. Obviously, your chat just like came in really strong, so feeling blessed about that and wanted to be able to chat with them. So
No, I mean my chat fucks with your community heavy, man. So my chat's definitely gonna be around. I told them the support,
that.
but yo, about that Smash tourney, like I'm super down to start running some hands in a Smash tourney, but you better be in my corner, bro.
Yo, I mean, I'll be in your corner.
You can't just send
no,
me
no,
from
no.
the
Let's
nest,
make it
like.
happen. No, like, yeah, like I said, I've met people already in this community that understand it better than I do, and I've just been picking their brains. Like I just found out this website is called Smash.gg. That shout out to K-Pamps, who's one of the wrenches that shows up in my chat. Been a huge supporter. K-Pamps is a gamer. There's tournaments going on. Pro players run tournaments. There's like community hosted tournaments, but like if we want to go to the tippity top, right? Like there's a ladder, and I feel like we could get you there. And like I said, I'm willing to be a part of it. Like I stream Rocket League or Smash Heavy every Wednesday, and I'm like pretty committed to doing this for a long time. And so like even today I was thinking, okay, how do I meet people in the Smash community that have been around and sort of the gatekeepers, because I want to like interview them and like, you know, get to know them better. But
bro, I got you. I got a lot of
if
friends
they
in the Smash community.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, and I mean, they probably have better insight than I do. But like if you gotta bring your controller to and plug it into like and I don't know if there's like in-person tournaments right now, is what I mean. Like
yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking about though. I've seen those like events where you gotta bring your controller, wrap it up. Yeah.
That's the good stuff. No, I wouldn't just like tell you like you should do that and not like follow the entire progression for you, because I have to do some research.
I mean you gotta be in that tourney too. What are you talking about?
Oh, that's what you meant? I thought you just wanted me as your like #1 stand, bro. I was confused,
like, you gotta
bro.
Be there fighting with me. What do you mean,
bro? Okay.
What the
As
hell?
Rob?
That's crazy. Yeah.
What?
Whatever.
I honestly was only thinking like the guy, like, you know, just the motivator, bro. Like that's kind of where I saw him.
You're not Mickey. You're Apollo Creed. You're not Mickey. You're not. But it's like we gotta fight together, not just teach me.
Oh my goodness, dude! I need like, oh, okay.
Nah, but like I said, bro, I'm super. I don't game much on stream anymore, but I should actually, cause like I said, it's just I was too in my head about, cause you know I don't know, the chat would just get me frustrated whenever I turned up a game instead of. Cause I feel like I've just been typecast to just chatting streams and IRL streams.
Bro, but who did that though? Oh,
I feel like I did that myself based just off of the chat's opinions. And like you gotta say I got lost in the sauce in a sense like that. But it's like I gotta fix that, and that's what I'm working on now. But gaming, dude, shit, like Warzone, Smash, Rocket League, even.
Oh yeah.
I'm down.
I think Warzone, because it's all about squatting up, it's basically like life it's dependent on, like, Super Smash doesn't really have a format dedicated for team sort of it's more for like fun, right? But Warzone, you know, 3s, 4s, it's like
I'm super down.
Yeah. So Saturdays, that's what I do. Saturdays, that's what I do.
Shit, if you got an open spot, I'm here.
Okay.
We'll
get you back on the gaming thing, like, because I know after yesterday, like, people have been talking about how, you know, you're not casual, you're like a serious gamer, and if that's what you care about, like, you gotta do that. And
you gotta get back into it.
I'll let your fans know, like, yo, unless you really like just chatting with them.
That's the thing, like, I don't like, in terms of like a specific craft. I don't know if I want to. I think what I'm going for is I want to be like a variety streamer. I want to do it all. I want to be able to like have my hand in everything, not just one thing.
I feel that. But like I said, just like make content, and like that process though is going to be about like, and what I'm saying is it's like, okay, take all that like what do people expect from me kind of thing out of the mix, because I think it's pretty heavy. And then just like you're feeling good, you have people in your corner, like you're not gonna not have a bed or a place to sleep or a meal, bro, like like I know your homies are looking out for you, and so like the basics are pretty much covered. I think doing everything, like writing a TV show, doing Twitch, and also being a social sort of person, that seems like a lot. And I would just say like, yeah, don't worry about like, even myself, I'll support your channel, but I really want you to do things that you care about. I really want you, and when I say make content, like, what is it about making content? Like, I'll tell you right now. So like for myself, Ryan Higa, I'm just gonna put names out there like from the 08 to 11, like Wong Fu, like they work, they don't care. And this is why I love Ryan Higa, and I consider him a dear friend, is he really doesn't care about being famous, and like he's a businessman, but the dude is not the opposite of greedy, right? Like he doesn't care about money, right? Like so, but what they do is they really like telling stories and making videos, and whenever they have those like blocks, or they start to maybe feel pressure, like they just remind themselves that it's such a blessing that they can make videos for a living, and then they just like forget everything else. They just remember that it's a blessing that they can make videos for a living, and then they just get to work, bro. They just literally get to work. Like they have that better than me, even. Like Ryan Higa, Chris Happy Slip, like Wong Fu. They just get to work, man.
Yeah,
they just remind themselves it's a blessing they get to make videos for a living, and then they just get to work. That's really it.
Yeah, damn, it's really that simple. I just gotta get to work,
really
man. I gotta stop
simple.
bullshitting. I just gotta get to work. It's that simple.
And like figure out what, like, dude, whether it's telling stories, for Ryan, it's like he likes to laugh at his own jokes and like hang out with his friends and laugh, and that's like a big part of his content is like being silly and make people laugh. Like he loves that, and then just pursue that.
No, I feel that heavy, man. Shit. Damn, I didn't know we were gonna get this serious or this deep in this convo, but thank you for your time. Shit, I seriously appreciate. Thank you for the words, man. Seriously.
Nah, for sure, dude. I've been wanting to talk about it too, and you just gave me a perfect opportunity to kind of also let out some of my thoughts on this matter, because a lot of people come in my chat and they're like, yesterday you were surprised that Cyber Muse was actually, who you remember as Kev Jumbo and stuff. So like, I get that kind of a lot too sometimes. Where
yeah, no, I felt bad. I was too like excited, but like, I don't know. I didn't want to throw that in your face, or like throw that on your on your channel or anything like that.
No, for sure. It was honestly nothing but I just felt the sincerity, and I was super flattered, and I was having a good time about it. It was all nice to see. So, but yeah, I'm glad we had this conversation, and I think the questions you asked also helped me kind of think about the same stuff that I'm still thinking about, which yeah, just making stuff and remembering that like, yo, it's crazy. We got to this place where we can do this, and I just try not to worry about the things that one I don't have a lot of control over, like who watches me and like how much I'm gonna make next month. Like, yeah, I've kind of trained myself to not think about that stuff. So I might, if you ever have questions on like that kind of stuff, just anytime, dude, hit me up anytime, bro.
I got you, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. Seriously. Damn.
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna get back. Like
I'll get back to it. I feel bad for taking up too much of your screen time.
But like I said, Saturday, I usually play. Last week I played Warzone for 6.5 hours on stream.
Damn, six. You put up 6.5 hours?
Yeah, just straight Warzone, bro.
Ooh,
so I have a feeling, you know, we could
catch
go.
some dubs. We could do
go.
something.
You know?
I'm super down, man. I'm super down. Just let me know whatever. Hey, if it's Saturday, I'll stop by. I'll see what's up.
Yeah. It'll be easy. All right, man.
All right, man. Stay up, man. Until next time.